Nigeria has one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the world.
Very
and
high.
it's crazy because these things can be preventable. We can prevent these deaths. We can prevent these deaths.
There's been a lot of horror stories, very terrifying stories of women who should have lived long, fruitful lives, but it has been unfortunately cut short because of fear, because of ignorance. Hi everybody, it's your girl here, Ivan is here, and I'll let the man do his thing.
Hello everybody, it's your favorite celebrity Dr. Og Emmanuel Nelson, and we're here today on
Health
Wahala. So you guys are welcome to this show. This is our first episode anyway, so
yes,
you
our
guys
humble
just-
beginning.
very humble beginning. So
Very humble beginnings, but we'll get there. We just had to start.
we just have to start and then. Well, luckily we started.
And today we're going to be talking about something very special. I'll let him do the honors. Tell
So
us what it
today
is.
we're going to be talking about the perception people have about delivering like a Hebrew woman. That's a lot.
Before we even start talking about this, I hope you're bringing your common sense to this event. Don't come
For
and
this
tell
podcast,
me your pastor
come
said.
with your common sense.
Yes,
So
please.
we're gonna break it down, like we're breaking it down, so everybody can flow. Even your mother in the village will understand this.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So for disclaimer, I don't know about Nelson, so I'm going to speak for myself. I love Jesus too much.
I love him too. He died for my sins.
But the things some of you are saying,
The things you people are
the
doing.
things you people are saying that your pastors are saying,
It makes this practice so difficult for us.
We're not
So
even the devil.
difficult.
You know
We're
how
not.
they'll go to church and they'll say, oh my God, I have a testimony. The doctor declared that I am this. But my God, I'm like, am I the devil's incarnate?
You know, funny thing. One of these days I was in church and then my patient, who we booked for CS after proper counseling, finally had an SVD. And then when she came to give her testimony, she made me look like the devil. And I was sitting right in church. Funny enough, I followed her for the Thanksgiving. I was behind her. That was crazy.
It's crazy.
That was a lot though. But
Please, you guys should learn how to give your testimonies. Say your testimonies right. See, listen, we're messengers in this job we're doing.
we are not the devil.
We're not. Don't make us look like we gave
No,
you a
we are
horrible
not.
credit.
So please.
Yeah, so
please.
let's just dive right in. So today we're going to be, like he said, we're going to be talking about this whole Hebrew women thing. Hebrew women this, Hebrew women that. Are you a Hebrew woman? Are you not a Nigerian
What
or
is
an
your
African?
What is your state of origin? What is your state of origin? I don't know. It's
Hebrew women. Okay, where does this thing even start from?
maybe from the Bible. So let's start with the Bible.
Or a Hebrew woman is a woman that he
Maybe that's true.
brews like coffee.
So but let's get into it.
Bring out your Bibles. We're not joking, people.
Bring out
So
your Bible.
Exodus 1, I think from verse 16-ish. Let's find out. So
Read the Bible. Pastor, preach on.
read your
Preach on.
Bible,
Pray
pray every day. Gege.
Pray every day.
Hey.
Pray every day.
Let's go.
Read your Bible. Pray every day
If you want. I know
to grow.
I think verse. Okay, so 18 it says, so the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said to them, why have you done this thing and saved the male children alive? So I'm reading from the New King James Version in case
Okay.
this English sounds weird. And the midwife said to Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian, this is the name. Because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, they are lively and give birth before the midwives come to them. This is the problem.
This is the problem.
This is the problem. But they lied. Because they lied. If you read somewhere in the scripture, verse 17, they said, but the midwives feared God and did not do as the king of Egypt commanded them. So when the king called them, they had to find something to say. That before we get to the venue, they don't born.
So this is the problem. People don't really get the backstory. They just speak a line and they dwell on it.
I shall deliver like the amen. Oh. Please deliver like the Hebrew women by all means.
But by all means, do the right thing.
Please.
So now let's start. What is the right thing? So in Nigeria today, people are not really scared of the hospital. Women, in particular, they are just scared of the word operation, and that is not supposed to be so. No doctor will wake up and want to cut you open. It doesn't give us joy. But if situations around your birth, around the delivery, speaks that this process should be taken, the doctor has nothing other to do than to take the process.
So I think he has said it. Is to understand that, in fact, sometimes people compare what is happening with them with what is happening with other women. My friend in Kechi, before she even got to the hospital, before her due date, pop, she popped.
Funny enough, my mom said when she was pregnant for me.
Your mom is not watching this podcast.
Of course she will see it. She will
Mom,
definitely
sorry, oh.
So she said, of all her 6 children, I was the only one that did not give her issue. That she just went in,
sure?
and then the next thing she said, they said she has given birth, and then pew, I was out. So that can happen.
Yeah.
That can happen. But the point is, were there conditions that can stop that from happening? Did the doctor see things that tell her that, woman, you need to do a CS? I bet you, if she had ever in this story ever told me that at some point doctor said she should do a CS and she prayed and prayed and prayed, I would have sued her to court. I'm not joking. I would have sued her to court because she would have traumatized me coming out.
honestly speaking, there are different things for different people.
Yes.
What works for Mrs. A does not exactly work for Mrs. B. So understand your own body. There are people, like he already said, there are people, of course, that before they get to the hospital or before their due dates, they give birth naturally. By naturally, we mean through the vajayjay. May they no go slash us through the vajayjay. Yeah, they give birth from down below. But there are other people that it's not the same for them. They go through a lot in their pregnancy, and the doctor that has seen them have said, okay, this is going to be the best way for this baby to come out. Sometimes the baby decide that, no, I'm not going to put my head down below. I'm going to lie anyhow. And because of that, we do a scan and we realize that your baby is doing anyhow. And we tell you, to bring this baby out safely, we have to do a surgery. In fact, there's a definition. One time when me and Nelson were having this wonderful conversation, there's something he said. I was like, this Nelson should be writing books. So the guy is deep.
Clock it.
He said that a Hebrew woman is a woman that has a safe delivery, the mother is safe, and the baby is safe. End of story.
There's one part you missed.
Oh, please indulge us.
Mother is safe, baby is safe, happy family.
Happy family is safe.
Because somebody talks about the man, but that's a story for another day.
I mean,
but the end point is safe mother, safe baby, happy family.
Yes,
that is what,
honestly speaking,
it's called.
Yeah. So it's so the mean sometimes may not be what you expect. So this is the reason for this conversation, is to have more women to be like more open-minded towards advice or procedures suggested by your doctor. Are there times where it has to be vaginal delivery almost all the time, but there are unique times where the doctor has looked at it and said, you know what, we're going to do surgery for this one.
So most times they feel like this CS is failure as a woman.
Yeah.
Village people, woman that has lost strength, doctors are quick to open. That is the perception that women see cesarean section, and then that's wrong. And then they not see a woman who has done normal delivery as a woman who has won the battle, a woman who is strong. Like they feel spontaneous vaginal delivery is a show of strength, but they don't know that when the doctor says do a CS following the conditions around, it means that, and you obey, that is strength. Because tell me why you're coming for antenatal if you not defeat the purpose of antenatal at the end of the day. The purpose of antenatal is safe mother, safe baby, happy family. If there's a problem, the doctor should detect it on time. And then it happens, the doctor detects this problem on time, and then you're being told, okay, see, something has happened along the way. So for this reason, we will no longer follow this route. Let's take this route.
Do you know this thing that you just said just opened my brain? Because I just remembered something that happened. So backstory, you guys. This guy has been following me all my life. I don't know why. We went to the same uni. We did house job together, and now we're here. He's an eligible bachelor. Ladies, clocking. Anyway, so we had gone for this outside post. I think in one of those FMCs. I'm not going to say which one. So we went for a posting, and I was in this ONG, that's obstetrics and gynecology rotation. Okay, so that everybody will understand. And then one of those nights we got called in. Of course, I was a medical student then, so I was helping out, but I wasn't the one in the forefront of the emergency of the show, so to speak. And then this woman came in looking very pale. Apparently she has bled.
Wow.
So by the time we went to is there resuscitation, somebody recognized her as a patient that has been coming for antenatal care. And I remember this because you said, let's not defeat the purpose of ANC. Let's not defeat the purpose of antenatal care. So she was faithful with her antenatal visits. She attended all of them. But the moment the doctor had told her that the way her baby was lying was not suitable for vaginal delivery, do you know what she did? She disappeared. And where did she go to? She had gone to a particular maternity. See, maternity people were coming for your necks. But okay, let's not. That's another story.
For another day. Do you know that people don't understand that labor has not ended when the baby comes out?
You see?
It has not ended there. There's a part when the placenta is delivered. There's 2 hours. There's 4 hours. There's 12 hours
so many
after
things
delivery.
So back to this story. This woman went to a traditional birth attendant stroke maternity.
Wow.
On the promise that the person had told her, don't worry. I have a special technique. I will turn your stomach in such a way that baby will come out with head first. And guess what? They ended up tearing her womb.
This is crazy.
She bled to death. So as funny as this is, it can be very disastrous in the end. People have lost their life on account of waiting to deliver like a Hebrew woman.
Which is not nice. It's not supposed to be so. That is the reason for coming for your antenatal care.
You see, so if what has been written or has been suggested in the antenatal care is, oh, you're going to give birth via vagina. Okay. We're going to give birth through CS, no problem. To be very honest, being a woman, right? Yes, I may not have given birth yet, but I had to say that though. You know why I had to say it? He knows.
Yeah.
So the reason is that I'm genuinely, I empathize with every woman that has given birth via CS. It's not also easy.
It's not.
It's a painful procedure.
It's painful.
It's painful. And there's a recovery time. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I can understand the dread. Do you understand? Like, if anything, I can understand how it can feel. You know, because I've been there. I've helped to nurse and nurture a lot of women that are in their recovery.
I got scared when you said you've been there. You've been there, really?
I've
been there.
Oh, okay. I've had patients that I had to help.
Good.
So I've been there in that regard, not in experience. And I can also see how psychologically that's not been easy. Yes. Emotionally, it's a lot to handle. So if a doctor tells you, oh, you're going to have to deliver via cesarean section, it can be one of those news that you would not expect. No woman wakes up and say, "Hi, mommy, I prefer CS." I mean, most Nigerian women don't do that. Most foreign women do. It's not a preference for most women. So it can be very scary when a doctor tells you that. But when that is said, it doesn't mean you should not run away from frying pan. It's not even frying pan, but don't run into fire because you're scared of what lies on the other end of CS.
And then most times, you might be having a normal delivery. Then along the road, along the process, you have what we call obstructed labor. This labor is no longer progressing.
What is obstructed labor?
This is when labor has come to a halt. Like when a normal progressing labor has come to a halt. So when the doctor sees this kind of situation and that tells you that, okay, let's move in for CS, and then you struggle to give birth to that baby. At the end of the day, you will give birth to a baby that might not be able to compete with other babies.
I
You
get what
understand?
you mean,
That's why you
yeah.
have babies that come out with cerebral palsy.
Yes.
The woman wants to push out this baby, yes, but the doctor has told you it's not going to happen. Let's go this route,
Yeah.
and then you end up pushing out this baby, going for Thanksgiving, and then at the end of the day, this baby cannot compete with other babies. These babies cannot stand with other babies. This baby cannot.
They become a special child.
Yes.
For the rest of their lives,
Something
they
that can
become
be
a burden
prevented.
to the parents and their communities. It's crazy what is happening around us. And like Nelson really said, we're not saying this is not a conversation around CS is better than normal delivery or spontaneous
No.
vaginal delivery. It's just a conversation centered around doing what is best for mommy and for child. Because so
And
many
for
people
daddy.
have and for daddy.
And for daddy. Oh no,
And for
this-
daddy and for daddy, for family, really. Because honestly speaking, people have done nasty things. People have gone to the ends of the earth
But
and
Dr.
have lost
Valencia,
their lives.
I just don't understand how you would go through this 9 months journey, like full 9 months. You carry somebody. Sometimes people carry 2, 3, and then just a small decision you need to take.
It's seen a small decision. It's not a small decision.
Just something to save.
You see this man.
I don't know.
It's
I
not
don't
a small.
know, but-
Okay, let's even address. There's a fear. There's a
Yes.
fear. Like, initially.
We're not taking that out. There's a fear.
There's a fear. When you started talking about the perception people have around healthcare for people who are pregnant, there's a fear. There's a natural. Nigerians, there's a natural fear when you tell somebody that, even appendectomy. When you tell somebody that's what we're going to say, they said I'm going to do operation. I'm so scared. There's a fear.
For what it is.
There's a fear of
I'm always
death.
scared of the knife. Anyway.
Exactly. You see, there's
But-
a fear.
but-
But what we're saying is that you approach fear with information, with knowledge.
Yes.
Why? So instead of running away from knowledge and running into something that would cost you your life, you question your fear. The way to address fear is to face it. Face it how? Be knowledgeable about it. Express your fear to your doctor that, I'm scared of this. What does it take to do CS? Why am I really doing this? Having that understanding enables you to make a quick decision. All right, we know it's not your preferred choice, but having the understanding of, why am I doing this? What is this for? Why is this the best method out of all the other things I should have done? It will help you. So can we even talk about the role our mother-in-laws have played in this?
I just think it's a misinformation. Some persons will say, after 1 CS, you end up doing CS all your life. You get. Some persons will. When I was growing up, people always say that doctors forget scissors. When I started practicing, I started thinking, how do people forget scissors? Because how?
Well, it can happen, but there's a way to prevent that, which we do.
I don't know
Which we do.
where people get all these stories from. When we're growing up, a lot of stories out there.
There's
and
lots
then
of stories,
those
yeah.
stories has ended up putting fears in the minds of people. For if you've done a CS once, there's still possibility of having a vaginal delivery. We call it VBAC.
Yeah.
Vaginal birth after cesarean section.
Yeah.
So there's a space for that. So it's not that you've had 1 CS and
That
then
rules it out.
that
for
rules
you.
it out for you. No. But if you've had 2 CS, please, it's an indication that the next one should be CS. Before you go back and after 2 CS, and I said Dr. Nelson said you can
It's
try
not an
by the-
indication.
that is-
Like it's an indication.
No, after you've had 2 CS,
Okay, yeah.
it's an indication
It's an
that the
indication.
next baby
It
should
has
be
to
CS. So you not go back and say Dr. Nelson said you've had CS and you can try everything. No. Please get it right. After 1 CS, you can try it back. But after 2 CS, it's CS on the next baby.
Yes, and I feel like a lot of women, even psychologically, women have been prepped all their life to endure.
Yes.
To endure difficult situations. They've been prepped all their life. In fact, the pain of labor is painful.
Very
But the
painful.
pain, how you understand the pain of labor from stories that have been told to you is much more than the actual pain of labor.
So there's nothing as worst as the pain of labor. That is the height of pain.
Should I tell you another pain that is worse? Should I tell you? I'll tell you after this show.
I think sickle cell crisis. That pain is on that level. That pain.
Oh, there's also okay. We'll talk about. There's a lot to talk about. Let's not. Let's stay
Let's
on.
not.
Let's not spread.
So
Stick.
let's stick to this. So we're saying that there are a lot of things that can happen before a doctor would want you to go under the knife. It's not a routine. It's not a routine practice.
Is it a random
It's
decision?
not a random decision. There are indications. There are maternal indications. There are fetal indications. There are maternal fetal indications. There's a whole lot of
So
indications.
let me break the grammar down. So indications means that there are certain things that a doctor would see from talking to you, from checking your body, from looking at your scan when you go for ultrasound scans, from looking at your scans, from your antenatal care, how you've been progressing, how you've been doing.
That's the
They'll
reason
make
for
him say,
antenatal care.
it will be safer
It will be better.
to do this or to do that. So the maternal indications, maternal just means mom. What are some of the things you find in a woman, in a mom, that will make you say, now here we go, or now there we go.
Let's say your blood pressure is high, you're hypertensive, you're diabetic. The doctor will look at this and say, no, please,
Depending on how bad those things are.
don't go through this route. They'll look at your pelvis. Okay, this pelvis is not adequate enough for the baby
Or you're very short
to come out. I didn't say that.
Or you're very short.
So when the doctor look at all these things and say, okay, no, this cannot go. Let's go through this route. And then you run off. And now go and meet that your traditional birth attendant.
That's promised you.
That's promised you that don't worry.
There's a way.
He will.
That's symmetric.
He will. Please.
I will.
Please. We're telling you today that. We're not saying that vaginal delivery is not done. It's done. That is every woman's dream. But for any reason the doctor tells you that, madam, please, this door is closed. Let's open this door. Please, don't waste time. Nigeria has one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the world.
Very
and
high.
It's crazy because these things can be preventable. We can prevent these deaths. We can prevent these deaths. So how do we prevent this death? For you going to your antenatal care, the doctor discovers that there's a problem. He decides to fix it. Let him fix it.
Another thing again is that here's what you can do if you're not convinced. Suppose you go to you've been attending an antenatal clinic, antenatal care in a particular hospital, receiving it from a particular doctor, and then he tells you, oh, this is what we suggest to happen, and you have doubts. You can seek a second opinion from another qualified professional.
Yes.
Not from somebody at your backyard that have told you there's an agbo, that if you take it and shake it and drink, no, they'll even tell you don't keep it on the floor, keep it by the window. That's 9 a.m. Are you not a ritualist like this?
That's a story that we would come back to. But what we're saying is, we're here to tell you that these fears you have, if you talk to your doctor about it, you can get pure clarifications on them. Some person, they will tell you that once they get the spinal injection, they're paralyzed forever. But that's not true.
That's the part of the fears. People have a lot of fears.
That's not true. The best way, the best delivery is that the Hebrew woman, you know, is that woman who has the strength to understand the process of her delivery. Is that woman who is not scared or who has taken away the fear of the route of delivery. So the end of delivery, it's when the mother is safe, the baby is safe, and the father is happy.
He keeps bringing in the father, but that's fine. So the thing is, normalize all birth paths. Normalize it. There is no superior way of giving birth.
No.
There's no superior way. There are people who genuinely cannot help themselves because of one health challenge or the other. And then because they are stuck on what their mother-in-law has said, or stuck on what their mom has said, or stuck on what the narrative out there is, if it's not by vaginal delivery, you're lazy, you can't push. Can you even hold a man if you cannot push? But honestly, normalize all birth paths and shift your mindset on what normal is. in terms of giving birth. Shift your mindset. What, in fact, in this, for the same woman, her first birth can be vaginally, and the second birth can be CS.
No two pregnancies are the same.
They are not.
They are not.
They are not the same.
When
They're
you,
not the same
when you
at
go for
all.
your antenatal classes, ask questions. Attend your classes. Talk about your concerns. When you do a scan, ask the doctor to review your scan with you. All those blood pressure check, all those analysis you do when you get to your antenatal, all those things are indications of something. When you do your analysis and the doctor is seeing 2 to 3 pluses of protein and your blood pressure is high, and the doctor is telling you that, ma, please, we're not doing this vaginal delivery for you. Your blood pressure is high. That is telling you that because your blood pressure can skyrocket during normal delivery. And both the baby and the mother might probably lose their lives.
There's been a lot of horror stories, very terrifying stories of women who should have lived long, fruitful lives, but it has been unfortunately cut short because of fear, because of ignorance, because of misinformation, because of trusting unprofessionals who have told you they can do anything. Their mission is mission impossible, I mean mission possible. And you've believed because it sounds very soothing to you. They know how to sell themselves very well. And then you feel, okay, if Dr. Nelson cannot do it, Dr. Bula Bula at the back of nowhere can do it.
So this also goes to the women who have had vaginal delivery. Stop using it as weapons
It's not a
against
badge of
those
honor,
that that do cesarean sections.
Yeah.
People should stop demonizing this thing. People should. Any route of delivery is safe. Let me tell you, if a woman goes to do normal delivery and a baby dies, we should go and give Thanksgiving. Would there be Thanksgiving? There will be no Thanksgiving in church. Nobody's cooking rice. But if a woman does a cesarean section and the woman is alive and the baby is alive and the husband is happy, tell me why they will not glorify God.
We give you glory. Yeah.
They will have to glorify God because the mother, the baby is safe and the baby will be able to compete.
See, the way Nelson is saying this compete, people will think that it's a race. It's
a race. Because one of the days I was practicing under Dr. SD.
Name withheld. Name withheld.
Okay, name withheld. Name withheld.
We'll talk about the doctor later.
So,
name withheld.
He said that women who give birth through cesarean sections have the best babies because those babies did not pass through any stress, no struggling to use your head to fight your battle, no, they just open up and they bring you out like a king.
That he is.
They bring you out like a king.
That you are.
They clean you up like a king. You're not forcing your way.
Queen or princess.
Like a prince.
Gender equality.
So you're not forcing your way anywhere. You're there, you're relaxed, you're kicking, and then the next thing, hands have reached out to you, like, come to the world,
Soft
baby
line.
boy. Come to the world, baby girl. It's better. It's easier for the baby. You're not going through any unnecessary stress. So those babies, I think, I stand to be corrected.
Can you stand?
You guys should not mind this guy.